He had such an amazing future ahead of him. He was so talented. Nobody should ever have to attend their only child's funeral. It's just so wrong. I walked forwards into the living room and something caught my eye. And I turned to look and I turned back again. And my brain didn't compute what it was to start with. And it was only when I turned back for a second time that I realised it was my son hanging from under the stairs. And in no time at all, my next door neighbours had arrived. They said they thought he was killing me. They said my screams were so blood-curdling that something was happening to me. And I couldn't understand how my son had gone from excited to show me his application to taking his life. James was, he was the extreme of everything. He was frighteningly clever, and you could tell that right from being born. He was bullied, never really by one person. So there were spates right the way throughout senior school, and it was different children that did it. The problem I felt with his school was that they have a massive bullying problem and nothing was done, it was glossed over. Obviously I'd given the names of everybody that I could think of that would be in this group Snapchat to the police. They were ridiculing his mental health. They were saying that he had voices. They were telling him that he was hated and that he was worthless. And one of the last things apparently that they told him was that he should kill himself. It wasn't planned. It was purely that half an hour, those messages on Snapchat, that pushed him over the edge that night. Although I couldn't have stopped them sending those messages. Had I have been there over that half an hour, I could have taken over. I could have hugged him. I could have talked to him. I could have called the police. I just could have been his mum. I just want my baby back. The things they said to him that night tipped him over the edge. And now I don't have my only child. And my son doesn't get to grow up. And he doesn't get the future he deserved. I don't get to see him do all of that. The problem when messages just disappear is that people forget what they've said. There's just no proof. Nobody's held accountable for what they've done. So therefore things like bullying or grooming are just so easy on something like Snapchat.